Welcome to So Very Easy. My name is Laura, and today I'm going to make a very simple dress. And this dress is going to be for Dress a Girl Around the World. Now, this is a great organization where they try to give as many dresses as they can to, well, little girls that don't have dresses. So Dress a Girl Around the World has given a lot of dresses away so far, but I think it's a great organization, so I'm going to design and make a dress. This dress is going to go from a 10 to about a 12-year-old. So it's important that we do follow a couple of guidelines. We should avoid fabric that is white. Chances are there's not going to be opportunity for them to wash them. So it is good that we have a color that, well, can hold up to some dirt. And we need a fabric that can hold up to many, many washings and many years of wearing. If we can see our hand through the fabric, it is not going to be strong enough. A poly cotton is a good one to use. It doesn't wrinkle and it will hold up really well. The patterns are also important. We cannot really do Halloween or patriotic, Christmas, anything like that. Even English words, Disney, like Cinderella, those are really not going to be appropriate for people in a foreign country. Pretty little flowers and butterflies are perfect for that. When we do make these dresses, the seams must be strong and finished. So we need to finish them with a zigzag, a serge, or even a French seam. Another thing we need to make sure we put in the dress are pockets. This is probably their only way of transporting any of their little treasures around. So big pockets are important. In this case, I'm going to make one really big pocket. If you go on the website, you will be able to find dresses that they recommend and patterns of dresses that you can make for little girls of different ages. I'm going to be making a very simple pullover dress, something with a little bit of a sleeve to cover their shoulders. And this dress is what I would call a no pattern dress. It is really easy, I promise you. The front of the dress is going to take 2 panels of fabric. They're going to be 12 inches by 33 inches. We're going to have a seam running down the center of the front. The back of the dress is one piece of fabric. It's going to be 22 inches by 33 inches. We're also going to need a piece of fabric that I would recommend cutting on the bias. Now you can buy a bias tape. This one is 2.5 inches and it does have that folded over already for us, but I'm going to be ironing that flat. And I'm just going to fold it in half to use it. We're going to need about 44 inches of that, and that way there's enough room for them to tie it around their neck. But let's start with the front of the dress. So I have those 2 long pieces, 12 inches by 33 inches. We're going to match them up. We need to sew down one side, and we're going to make that an inch seam allowance. We're going to leave 7 inches at the top and 7 inches at the bottom. That's going to be that little area for them to walk and the neckline. So we need to back stitch right here, stitch all the way, and back stitch. So we're going to leave those edges open. And we have that nice big 1-inch seam. Once that's been stitched, we're going to be able to open this up, and we can see that we do have those openings. And now we're going to be able to press. We want to press the seam open and also press those open edges over that 1 inch. Once that first pressing's been done, we're going to be able to take that seam and roll it into the inside. So we now have 1/2 inch. And we're going to do that to both sides. Once it's pressed, we're going to do a row of top stitch right along this fold. That's going to make sure that those seam allowances stay inside, and it's going to give it some extra strength, and it'll look really nice from the front side. So this is what that inside is going to look like, and we do have that pleat already done. I would recommend right here where that seam starts is to do some back stitching right there on the top. That way that's going to stay good and strong as the kids are running and playing. We're now going to work on the pocket and put the pocket on before we do anything else. So I have that long piece of fabric that is 10 inches by 11 inches, and I'm going to fold that in half. On the opposite side of the folded side, we're going to measure over 3 inches. And we're going to do that from both sides. Measure down 5 inches and put a line and do that to the other side. Now we're just going to join up those lines. So when we turn the pocket, we're going to have this little triangle shape up at the top. 3 inches over, 5 inches down. We need to sew down that line to the bottom and back stitch, down this line to the bottom and back stitch. And we can leave a 1/4 inch seam allowance. We're going to be able to trim off those points and turn that bag right side out and press it. Now we're going to be able to top stitch all the way around, and you can leave that 1/4 inch seam allowance. We are now going to take this and put it to the front of our dress. So the pocket is going to get stitched onto the front of the dress, so their little hands are going to go into this area that we cut off. So we're going to measure down from the top 14.5 inches. And I'm going to draw a line the same as this top. And I'm going to take that small part of the pocket, flip it up, line it to the line, and line it to the center. And stitch 1/2 inch. Once that is stitched on, we're going to be able to fold that down, top stitch 2 rows of stitching right here along that top, and then stitch around this area. So we're going to leave those little edges open. Back stitch good right here in those corners, and that's going to leave that open for their little hands. So it's a nice deep pocket. That smaller part is the top, and that is where we're going to cut the neckline. So fold it in half so that fold is matching up and the 2 sides are matching up. These are the templates that we're going to use for the neckline. So we need to start out with this dress front and just cut right along that line. So we have a front seam and a shoulder seam. Just lay it down, draw and cut out this little piece. This little neck piece we can discard, and when we open up the dress, we have that neckline with that opening ready to go. We need to put the neckline on the back piece now. Take the back piece, fold it in half, match up the edges, and on that fold, we're going to put this one on. The fold will match the fold, and the shoulder will match that top. Lay it down, draw, and cut. And now we can discard. And that back collar is ready to go. So we're going to match up the back and the front. So the front is a little bit lower. We now are going to sew those shoulder seams, and we're going to use a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Be sure to back stitch on each side. Once that has been stitched, we do need to finish this edge. If you have a serger, you can just serge this edge. If not, do a zigzag. Now we're going to be able to take this, press the seam to the back, and then top stitch that shoulder down. We now are going to finish off this neckline. I want a piece of fabric 2.5 inches. Now this was pre-bought and it already had that seam in there. So if you've cut your own, you won't need to worry about that. But I am going to press that open and then press this together so the right sides are showing. Find the middle of your fabric and place it in the middle of the back so that the raw edges are touching. Just pin this around, and then I'm going to be able to sew it on. I like to sew mine, so I'm looking at the back side of the fabric. I will be taking this and rolling it over to the front, but you can put it on the front or the back. Once this is all pinned on, we're going to be able to stitch it on, but we're going to finish these edges first. So take that and just fold just a little 1/4 inch in and just pin it. Once that seam has been tucked inside, we're going to start stitching the 1/4 inch up here. We're going to stitch down here all the way around, coming off to the other side, continue stitching right off. Be sure to fold that in and stitch right off. Now that that band is stitched on, we're going to be able to take that, pressing the seam up towards this edge of the binding and then fold it down so that seam allowance is going to be right there in between. Then as we are stitching, we're going to be able to do these edges all at the same time. Fold in that 1/4 inch and encase that seam allowance and stitch down. So we have that neckline done, and they're going to be able to tie it up. In order to get this curve, we do need the fabric cut on the bias. With the neckline done, we are going to be able to do the sides. Fold the dress in half so that the right sides are touching and all the fabric is lining up. We are going to do some very simple measurements to finish the side seams. We need to measure down from the shoulder 9.5 inches. Make a mark and bring that mark over 2 inches. Continue that 2-inch line all the way down right to the hem. Then right here in this corner, we just need to make a gentle curve. If you'd like, you can measure 1 inch on each side and just have that curve go in that 1-inch line. We just need to have a curve so that it fits under the arm. And do these measurements to both sides. These measurements now are stitching lines. So we're going to be able to back stitch, stitch all the way around that curve, all the way to the bottom, and back stitch. Now we can trim off that seam allowance, and I would recommend once again a 1/2 inch seam allowance. And once that's trimmed, we do need to finish that edge. And I will be using a serger, but of course a zigzag will work just fine. From here, we just need to finish off the sleeve by putting a zigzag or a serge stitch on it. And then we're going to be able to turn that up 1/2 inch and do 2 rows to secure that hem up. When we do the bottom of the dress, we are going to serge or do another zigzag and put the hem up 1 inch. And yes, 2 rows of stitching will make it extra strong. We are now finished the dress, except for, if we want, we can add a little label. We can get these labels online so that we can put them on the dress. They'd be really cute on the pocket, but I'm going to be stitching it up here. So the little dress is now done. The double rows of stitching will definitely add that extra strength. So wherever you are stitching, double rows will be helpful. Now there's a lot of beautiful fashion fabrics out there that we can make these little girls' dresses with. But when you do choose them, be sure to choose a good strong fabric so they're going to get lots of wear out of them. I'll put some links in the description so you can check out Dress a Girl Around the World. And as always, thank you for joining me today on Sew Very Easy. Feel free to subscribe. I'm on Facebook, Instagram. I do have a newsletter. It's all free under Sew Very Easy. And be sure to make every day a Sewtacular day. Bye for now.